Hi everyone, this is Maryann here from Revealing Light Tarot, Astrology and Spirituality. How are you? Wherever you are in the world when you're watching, a huge shout out to you. Sorry I couldn't have come on Monday for my usual time slot, nor do a podcast, because I actually took a few days off. And I went down to the south coast of New South Wales and I did some filming for the channel, as well as having a really nice breakaway. I didn't delve into too much news sources when I was there. We simply did some sightseeing as well. Ate fish and chips on the just by the sea. Ate out at night. Did some beautiful walking and hiking in the national parks. I just had a really nice break. So thank you all for understanding. And this is probably a quick reading in lieu of Mondays. And then I'll be back before the end of the week with my nodal all signs. I'll timestamp all signs, how the nodal shift will impact when the nodes move into Aries and Libra on the 17th of July, how that's all going to, the true node, how that's all going to impact on each of your signs. So that will be a reading I'll do before the weekend, this coming weekend, and this is the political reading in lieu of Monday. So let's get started. One of the things that I want to know is, will the judge in the classified documents case where the former president, criminal defendant Trump, has been indicted on multiple counts under the Espionage Act as well, of taking classified, top secret, confidential, classified documents. We all know the story. We all know the narrative. Well, the latest chapter of that ongoing and very serious story is that Trump has asked Aileen Cannon, remember she's a I'm going to say a Trump-appointed judge, but moreover, she was the one that gave in to his request to have a special master, and of course that was overturned by the appeals court. So she's got a track record of decision-making that's not held up to scrutiny, that favours delay. So we're rightly concerned about what she'll do. However, this spotlight is on her. I personally don't think she's going to grant him that delay, but the Justice Department has asked for a delay until December. The original date was August, I think, 24th of August for the trial to begin. Justice Department, in order for people to get their clearances, security clearances, to view the evidence, the documents, wants it pushed back to December. So I'm not sure what's going on, but she hasn't, and of course Trump's camp has countered with, well, let's delay this indefinitely. Okay, so first of all, will Judge Aileen Cannon grant the DOJ's request for a December trial? Is the December trial, will she grant the DOJ's request for a December trial? Okay, we get the Princess of Swords, Truth emerging, and Guardrails. Well, that's a no card, a yes and a no card. So she's going to put guardrails up, but there's also that, to me, I just don't get a good feeling from the Princess of Swords. Okay, so she's aware of accusations of bias, and she'll be looking to put guardrails up against that. The Princess of Pentacles is the foundation of the reading. Some sort of delay is going to be granted, I feel, but anything can and will happen. Logic, the Queen of Swords, logic, and a strategy in the past, but we have the Tower in the sky. So I think whatever she does is going to be controversial. We get the Ace of Pentacles in the near future. That's a yes card, but the Tower is a flame here. Three of Pentacles in the here and now. We get skill, working together, and skill, the DOJ's skill, and the Supreme Court, the Hierophant. I do feel something's going to appeal. And we have the Strength card in the hopes and fears, and we get the King of Wands. And Judgment and inevitability, and the Three of Wands. The DOJ has done the work. They see an inevitability occurring. They're 2 steps in front of Trump, and I feel Canon as well. But we do have some sort of restriction here, and we get the King of Cups, the DOJ. Ace of Cups. It's not clear cut. I think she's going to want a speedier trial. Isn't that odd? The Hanged Man, suspend, and the Six of Pentacles, debt. Queen of Pentacles, national security. I think she's going to want it to go sooner rather than later. But there's something in what she does that I think the DOJ are going to appeal. It's sort of like they anticipated her doing this, that if people don't have the security clearances, then what happens then? And the trial dates, like, they can't view the evidence. So what motions do they then make? There's something else happening here, that it's like that she doesn't grant the DOJ's timeline, although that does tell me she does grant a delay. But then there's something that they appeal, the DOJ appeal. Let's see if we can get clarity on whether she'll grant Trump's indefinite delay. Will she grant Trump an indefinite delay? Let's give this a good shuffle up. Will she grant Trump an indefinite delay on the classified documents? Trial date until after the election. Will she grant Trump an indefinite delay? So we get the Eight of Cups. That's loss, walking away. And the Princess of Cups, a surprise move. Let's see what else is going on. Independence, her independence called into question, or her will to be seen as independent. She's very conscious of that. Suspension in the past, pausing something in the past. She's very conscious of what occurred with her previous ruling. But we get partisanship in the sky, obstacles and challenges. The Sun card, full illumination. She's aware that I don't think this is going to fly. The Ace of Wands, which is a plan, a new plan in the here and now. And the Nine of Cups, wish fulfillment in the here and now. Let's see what's in the hopes and fears. The Truth emerging. Seven of Swords, it's lies and deceit, but it's also a no card in the outcome. And the Four of Wands, clarifying that that's the Democrats card, and the King of Wands. No, I think Six of Swords, moving out of troubled waters, the Fortune Wheel, and the Prince of Wands. No, it will move forward, but I'm just going to get a clarifier on that. There looks like there's a lie or a pattern of deception here. I think this is coming from the Trump campaign, and she can't acquiesce to that, give in to that, because if she does, then that's a clear bias. But I don't see her doing exactly what the DOJ wants as well. So I'm just going to ask for a look. No, she's not going to grant that permanent stay, but there's something else here. There's an inevitability here. The Judgment card, and something's inevitable. She has to get this done before the election. She can't favour Trump, even if she might want to. She's very conscious of those accusations of bias. So show me, what's this Seven of Swords card here? Three of Pentacles. And the King of Wands again. No, the DOJ's case is too strong. It's just too strong. It's not going to fly. Okay, so no, she doesn't grant Trump that request. The Nine of Swords, a lot of anxiety. No, she's going to go with the DOJ on this. It's not going to be delayed indefinitely. But I'm not so certain she'll grant the DOJ a December timeline either. So what happens then if they don't? So let's just see. Will December be the date of the trial? Okay, very quickly. Will December... Will the trial be held this year? Before December? Before the end of December this year? Will Trump's classified document case be held before the end of the year, before the end of December this year, before the end of December and this year? Because I feel she might come up with a new date and it's not December. The High Priestess, secrets being revealed, and we get the Ten of Wands. Prince of Pentacles, that's the Knight of Pentacles, consistent. Seven of Pentacles in the past, plan B. Judgment, it's an inevitability. What's going to happen is an inevitability. We get manifestation in the near future. It's almost like the DOJ has second-guessed her, moving out of troubled waters in the here and now. And we get Trump in the environment around. It's a strong case. The DOJ have a strong case. Now we have the Seven of Cups. I'm afraid that's poor choices and isolation and review. The Prince of Wands. Okay, so it seems to me something's going to occur which is unexpected, and it goes to appeal. That's all I can say on that. The cards are... It's almost like she doesn't grant Trump an indefinite delay, but she also doesn't play total ball with the DOJ as well. There's something here that doesn't quite add up. She will be more inclined to side with the DOJ because of what happened in the past and accusations of bias, but there's also a plan within a plan within a plan. Something doesn't run as smoothly as what we think. Okay, what else do we need to know? I do want to take a look at what's going on. I read this morning in another forum on Ukraine. Will Ukraine get admitted? And what happened was, it looks like they're going to win, and they will be admitted thereafter. They were such positive cards. It's like the allies, the allies, Ukraine allies, know that somehow have advanced knowledge. I don't know how this is happening. And so it makes me wonder whether they have intelligence coming out of Russia that maybe we're not being told. Australia is also providing a surveillance aeroplane, a surveillance plane, and 100-odd troops to Germany to make sure that all the ammunition and supplies and aid going to Ukraine gets there. So there must be an anticipation of sabotage or Russia bombing those aid shipments. Surveillance is an interesting word as well. So lot more is happening than over there at this time than what we know. But somehow they know Ukraine's going to win. I don't know how this is going to occur, but anyway, this might be that they know Putin's days are numbered. Let's just ask that. Do the Western allies know Putin's days are numbered in Russia? Do the West have knowledge that Putin's days as president of Russia are numbered? Four of Swords, we've got retreat, wounded in battle, and in inevitability. So they know that Putin's not there for the long haul. They already know that, okay? Nine of Pentacles, I thought it was something like that. Independence and wish fulfillment in the past. So this instability in Russia, they know that what will end in Putin being removed. Now we do have the Star card in the sky. This is hope. Hope and intention, but we also have anxiety in the near future. The worry that this dead man walking type scenario of Putin's, that he will do something desperate. The Nine of Wands, we have barriers and guardrails. They're anticipating the worst. And we have the Hanged Man, pausing, suspending something. We have the Hermit, in the hopes and fears that he will be isolated. And then we get the Six of Pentacles, giving and receiving help, and a lot of skill. So that, oh wow, there's beautiful cards. The Magician. They know that the help that they've given Ukraine, it's sort of like a bit of logic backed with hope as well. They know that what they're doing for and with Ukraine will end in Ukraine's victory. But that wasn't the question that I asked. I asked, do they know that Putin's days are numbered? And these are all yes cards. But there's also the hope card there. So it's not certain. They don't have knowledge of a coup going to occur. They just have knowledge that his leadership is unstable. And so the sanctions, and they have knowledge there are people working against Putin. We get manifestation, and the Five of Cups, that he will, his Five of Cups is, he will step down. It's loss. Betrayal, loss. It's okay, so let's have a look. Will Putin step down? Is that what we're seeing, or get assassinated, or be removed? Let's just say, will Putin be removed from power? That's what they think is going to occur. Page of Cups, a bombshell occurring, and his being isolated. Then we get victory. They understand that Putin's isolated at this time, and that he is hard-pressed to be victorious. We've got the Nine of Pentacles, something they have information around the Russian economy as well. And, okay, truth around the Russian economy. Restriction, and we get the sanctions biting, and we also have new starts. It's sort of like what they understand is going on there at the moment is just how bad it is over in Russia, just how unstable Putin's leadership is. And they also understand that Ukraine has a good chance of winning. Now we have the Tower at the base of the pack. Putin's days are numbered. Liberation. And we get the Hierophant, the government. The government, this is like the higher sources, and we get reunions. So it's like they understand Ukraine is going to win and Putin's days are numbered, but they are worried about his desperation. So let's take a look at, and I've read continuously on the nuclear plant. So for my readings, you can go there. And I've read continuously on Putin's removal from power and the instability of his leadership 6 months ago. Okay, so let's take a look at... I'm just going to ask, because the question of Ukraine being admitted to NATO, yes, they will be admitted, and they'll never have to face this situation again. I want to ask, will Ukraine be admitted to NATO within 2 years? But they're very upset they haven't been given a timeline, though I don't think they can. It's like when they win, they get admitted. And the Allies know they're going to win. Okay, so will Ukraine be admitted to NATO within 2 years? Will Ukraine be admitted to NATO within 2 years? Will Ukraine be admitted to NATO within 2 years, please? Okay, so we've got pausing something at the moment, and then we have the Moon card, things coming to the surface. We can't see, as I said, we can't see everything that's going on. This is also emotion from the Ukrainians as well. We have Temperance at the base of the pack, balance, healing, balance and healing at the base of the pack. We have the Seven of Wands in the past, Ukraine standing their ground, not giving in. We have the King of Swords in the sky. So we have Zelensky, but it's also planning, strategy, very, very mature planning. We have the Queen of Swords in the immediate future. This is just everything is backed up with planning. Planning. This is a huge effort that's gone in to training Ukraine, to helping Ukraine. They are anticipating. There's always an anticipating, the Allies in their help for Ukraine. The Eight of Pentacles, the skill, the money, the aid within 2 years. Queen of Pentacles, security and stability. It's almost like, I don't know, I just see something really good happening soon to break that deadlock there. The Four of Wands in the hopes and fears, that's celebration, reunions. Now we have the Ten of Swords here, complete and utter downfall. That's a particularly, of Putin, particularly horrible card. And the boundaries and guardrails being set into place, and we get the new start and clarity, and we get quick things happening quickly. And this is what I'm picking up. I'm picking up that something occurs in Russia with the leadership before. Then Ukraine gets membership. After the invasion is finished, we get isolation and change, and the Three of Pentacles. It's like the plan is already in place. Let me see. It's the end of the war. Okay, the end of the invasion. The border's secured, and this is going to happen. Something is going to happen quickly in Ukraine. Okay, so show me this Ten of Swords. Do they get membership of NATO within 2 years? It comes quickly. So we get the Five of Pentacles locked out, but we get the Six. Now we've got the 6 and 5s giving help, and then we get toxicity. But the Eight of Pentacles having to work for something, and the Queen of Cups, something hidden that is revealed to us around this Hanged Man, pausing something. Again, there's a plan within a plan, and here's the Three of Pentacles, and working behind the scenes to manifest something. Okay, and the King of Wands, bravery and moving forward. I know what, these are the same cards I got. So the Sun is at the base of the pack. I think it comes sooner than 2 years, quite frankly, but they're not going to give a timeline. They don't want to anger or upset Putin in any way, because they know how desperate he is. This is a very tenuous time. Don't worry, Ukraine will become a member of NATO, but first we have to have the end of the invasion in Ukraine. However that happens with Putin's removal from power, the guardrails put in place. I love this, and new clarity and start for Ukraine, and something that's all going to occur quicker than what we think. Okay, so I'm really pleased about that. One last question. I said this is going to be a short reading. One last question. Fannie Willis, Georgia. Is she going to indict Trump on racketeering charges? I find this whole slate of fake electors so blatantly fraudulent that you would have to expect a fraud charge. All right, so let's just see first. Will the Fannie Willis, will she indict Trump? Will the Atlanta DA, will she indict? Will Fannie Willis indict Trump soon? Is this charge, the jury is currently sitting, will these charges come soon? Okay, so we got the Nine of Swords, anxiety and lies and deceit. Ooh, there's a lot of people in Georgia that are worried. I think this fake elector stuff is where it's at. We have the Emperor, President, control, Four of Pentacles, in the past, holding back information. Something was very sick. Now we have in the sky the Magician card, manifestation, nice card. Three of Cups is celebration. There's an indictment coming soon. There's something around those fake electors. It's quite a strong case. The Queen of Wands, is she a fire sign? Is Willis a fire sign? She's moving forward with a plan, and we get the Ten of Cups in the environment around. This is families, voters, the voters, I think, in 2024. That all of this is contributing to what will happen in 2024. The Seven of Pentacles. She's had a number of stop and starts. I just want to put it like that. It's not been straightforward. Now we get the Three of Swords, which is betrayal. A lot of threes working behind the scenes, and the Wheel of Fortune. Betrayal of the Constitution, betrayal. What is this? Wheel of Fortune and review and isolation. What's at the base of the pack? The Prince of Swords, truth coming out. The Hanged Man again, and endings and beginnings. We'll get a clarifier on this. There's something around three of Swords, betrayal, 3 people betrayed, 3 charges likely, 3 people charged likely to come through here. One of them will obviously be Trump. Is this correct? 3 or even 3 charges, something to do with 3. Is this Trump's charging? Is this something around 8 of Pentacles? Yeah. There's also money here. And the Tower card, January the 6th. Yeah. Okay. So, and the Ace of Wands. Planning. This is to do with the larger attempts to overturn the fake electors. That's the connection with January the 6th. And the Two of Pentacles, decisions to be made, and the Sun card, moving out of troubled waters. Okay, so it's to do with the fake electors. 3 people or 3 charges will be important. Is this correct? There's been a lot of skill go into this. The truth coming forward, and moderation and temperance. Yes. 3 charges coming quickly, or 3 people charged. And this is to do with the fake electors and the certification, Pence's certification of the whatever occurred on January the 6th, that they tried to stop the slate of fake electors. 3 people or 3 charges is important. All right, I'm going to leave it there. Thanks for tuning in. Bye for now. I will be back with my North Node, South Node into Aries and Libra, all signs, time-stamped before the weekend. Give you an idea of how this nodes of the moon shift. Happens every 18 or so months, and the nodes haven't been in Aries since 18 years ago. So go back to 18 years ago. What were you doing then? There's a major shift coming for all of us, and I'll timestamp all the signs of the zodiac within that reading. That'll be before the weekend. Tuning out now. Bye for now.